when you first came to me here on these photos, you were on intermittent fasting, very low carbs, almost not existing carbs because you were on a ketogenic diet. You were tired of dieting for so long. You were feeling, you have always been very stressed at work because you have a lot of workload and responsibilities to do. I relate to that. And it's particularly here, you were only running and you were really struggling with the sleep. And you felt that after a long weight loss, you kind of stalled and you just wanted to start seeing more body composition changes rather than just keep dropping weight, which is what I explained to you was going to happen on the first the first month. Definitely what we noticed, and we could see this here. I'm basing it just on photos, but we can see it as well on the figures, which I'm gonna just show you in a bit, but you know them really well. What makes me more happy about the metrics, so the body circumferences numbers, is that we drop what we wanted to drop, and we drop a little bit when the places that we needed to drop a little bit, and we have been able to maintain the number around some areas like your legs, of course, because of your running. The biceps, they actually go at the same size, so we kind of fix some imbalances in there. We kept losing weight from your waist and your hips. Although we lost weight around the hips, they look a lot toned now. But anyway, just taking you back in here, what I told you I was gonna make with you was mainly just to try to get you out of the intermittent fasting and the ketogenic, which you actually intuitively went off because you just found that it was really unsustainable. And then the lockdown was released, and then being able to go out with family and friends, it was just not sustainable for you, which I was really happy. I was really happy that you find that balance. So we can see on the first 2 months, the first month in particular, although you lost, although it looks the same, on the photos, you lost body circumference measures. And that goes to show that we were starting to keep in the same way I meant. So we were starting to already work on burning the fat, which is actually what everyone should be looking at: burning fat, getting muscle mass instead of just focusing on body weight loss. And you kept yourself really good, adherence to training, amazing. Very happy with you. Have always been really positive with the whole journey, which helps a lot. Now in here on the second time, we were just making sure that you were adhering and to the previous program. We nail recovering by getting your sleep a lot better than before. So supplementation and cutting down on running load really help. And then in here you can see more consistent changes with both body circumferences measurements and the photos, how your skin looks. It just shows that there is a lot more muscle mass definition. Your skin and muscles, they just look smoother, which means, of course, that body fat is going low, as well supported with the body measurements around your waist, your hips, and your arms dropping down. And now here, we discussed what we could have progressed from the current program, and we went into a longer phase here from July to August. Not longer phase. I meant a little bit more high intensity or high volume in total, and just more intense because you were already used to what we were doing. So we just wanted to kind of step it up a little bit, and here by making also sure that you report the foods that you eat, even if it's not every day. It doesn't have to be every day, but you have that constant, or you have that habit built up on you again. So we realized that what we needed to work on, the big difference between those two, and this is what I wanted to point out to you. Of course, I will have to ask other things tomorrow, but the massive difference in here, which I also checked before, was the fact that obviously we increased the training in volume and intensity, but the main difference here was the fact that we really did a good job of trying to increase your protein intake. It's not ideal yet, but it's a lot better than what it was before. And here we have, this is the result of someone who has adhered to a program, someone who has done her best, trying to stick to a good way of eating, a good balance between macronutrients within your busy schedule, but someone that is really passionate about exercise, so you truly don't have any problem with me pushing you to do the workouts. Something that I want us to get better at will be, even if it's bi-weekly, just to get a kind of like brief feedback, maybe from myself to yourself, or any questions that you might have, or any videos, because I really love when you send me the videos, because I can really see how you move, and then by me knowing how you move, not only I get to see your technique, but I get to understand your motor ability, and then with this I can also program a lot better as well. But that's why I'm going to be asking you some questions on our call tomorrow. I don't want to keep this too long, but basically just taking you through the journey of why we did what we have done so far. This is precisely what I wanted to see. Now we are still running. You are in a really good pace with your running. You are becoming stronger. You are sticking to your macronutrients a lot better than before. We still don't get the protein to the dot, but to be honest, I'm not too concerned about it, because most of the times these numbers, most of the times not. What I would like you to see, how I would like you to see these numbers, is not like you need to hit the number, but just need to be around that kind of that's the end goal. And if we hit like 80% of the week on that end goal, then we can make sure that we are in a good path. Because even when you don't hit it, for example, is in days like this, you still are under your calorie target. So what I would like us to do next time, or after the call tomorrow, we will discuss how your digestion feels in this number of protein, and how you feel with regards carbs, if it's enough or not. Because what I could potentially do would be playing around with this macro breakdown, but so far I don't want to change it, because it's what is don't fix what is not broken. So far is doing amazing results on you, and I still want to push driving to have a little bit more protein, or a little bit more consistency on the protein. So for example, 1, 2, 3, okay, I would say 4 days out of 7 were considered a good days of in protein wise, and the other ones not so much. But I don't know if you enter everything, that not so much, in a way like we can still work on getting better. This week so far, you have already started with a really good day on Monday, and so yes, with this, in reality, the fact that you always stay within your calorie window, not saying with this that I don't want you to eat lower than this, because we might have reached a point in which oh no, we might have reached a point in which, based on your weight, 1 second, okay, I need to check how much is your body weight. Based on your body weight, we might have reached a point in which we can actually increase a little bit the calories that you are taking, because you have more muscle mass. So when we have more muscle mass, we might need to consume more calories in order to keep that muscle mass. And that's the reason why I would like to ask you tomorrow, how you're feeling, with how is the sleep going, to see if it's maybe related with the fact that perhaps you're not eating enough calories. So I will be doing all those type of questions, but yes, you are in an incredible shape. Definitely a lot of progress on your arms, your belly. I can really see really flat, nice belly looking here, how much we have improved. Even the cellulitis, you barely done, barely don't have any cellulitis. Look how nicely your waist is coming in. You're just looking amazing. I mean, not that I want to point out the fact that your body has changed. I don't want to just take the whole credit on the fact that your body has changed. But that's definitely, I mean, that's the reason why you came to me. So I'm really pleased to see this happening. So with regards Thursday call, if we can make your lunchtime for me will be 1. So we can make the call, and then on the call that day, what I would like to ask you is all, as I mentioned in this video, is all related to nutrition, recovery, sleep, in order to be able to know, and also to see training frequency, to see if we keep it on 3 days like we are doing, and your 3 running days, or if you are wanting to move into 4 days. But I don't wanna push you to do 4 days, because I normally know that you also run because you like running. It's not like you have to run. So I think for someone who runs like yourself, which is minimum twice a week, the balance of 3 sessions per week is more than enough, because otherwise maybe the load is just too much for what you actually need, which